Maureen and Matthew are designing their backyard patio. I need to remodel mine or design mine. There will be an entrance and exit off the front and back of the patio. The sequence shown represents different designs depending on the size of the patio. Each square represents 1 square foot. So they'll have those, like, if you go to Lowe's or Home Depot, they have those, like, you may have in your backyard. I have some. They're those cement squares, right? They're kind of heavy. Can you imagine moving all those around? So it tells us to analyze. Think about each of the designs. Describe as many patterns as you can see. What do you guys notice about these vocabulary words, about the entrance? Point to another entrance. What do you guys notice? There's always, how many? 1 entrance and 1 exit. In math, you guys said that was called a constant. It stays the same. I'm actually going to highlight that. No, I can't see that on this paper. This is going to be my yellow. Kind of hard to see, I know. Okay, what do you guys notice about the row numbers? Someone said adding 1. So the number of squares. Class, what does that represent? In each row of the patio increases by 1, or adds 1. So you had 1, then you had 2, and then you had 3. Right? So you have 1, so that's 1, and then you have 2, and then you have 3. You see that? Okay, here's the hard part. Sketch the design of sequence number 6. Okay, so in design 3, design number, right? And the number of rows. So we're on design number 6. So how many rows are you going to have? 6. So I'm going to need 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Watch what I'm going to do though. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm going to try to get 6. So I drew kind of like 6 right there, but I'm going to draw my yellow. And then I'm going to draw this one here. And the reason why I drew the orange one exactly where it is so that I can draw a square. Everyone say square. How big do you think my square is going to be? Okay, this is the picture of my 6th design. I have the entrance and the exit. If you notice something about the previous ones, look here, it's kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can show you. The design number 2 was kind of like a 2 by 2. Design 1 was a 1 by 1. Design 3 was a 3 by 3. So I'm always trying to look for these squares. The 6 there was a 6 by 6. Okay, let me show you how this kind of works. This is the hard one. Matthew has a total of 170 tiles he can use for the project. Identify the largest patio design that he can make. Show or explain your reasoning. Okay? Okay, so question. How many squares, how many red squares do I have in my picture? How many red squares do you see there? This red square. How many are there? There's just one big red square. Okay, it's a little bit different. Okay, question. How many orange rectangles do you have in there? 2 orange rectangles. Now, we call these orange rectangles here x times 1 or 1x. So here you have 2 of these oranges are called 2 1 by x's. Question. How many yellows do you have?
2.
We have 2 of these yellows, which is which is a 1. And Matthew says he has 170 tiles. So let's put this equal to 170. Okay, so what does this mean? So if I kind of forget all the colors and just have numbers or letters, x squared plus 2 times 1x is 2x plus 2 equals 170. Okay, question. What number for x can we put in here to think about that's closest to 170? Does that make sense? I'm trying to think of a number closest so that when we get it, he's saying like, I only have 170 of these to use. Okay, someone said 12. So, let's see what your answer of design 12 would look like. If I put in 12 here, let's see what happens. $12 squared is, and 2 times 12 is, and if I add those together, I will get 170. So design number 12 is the correct answer. Tina recognized that if I pick 12, I can now exactly use 170 tiles. So this will give us a 14 by 12, which is 170. Now you guys can all come help me design my backyard patio.